So I was in Vegas about 2 weeks ago, and I really had kind of the epitome of the Crunchwrap Supreme at Taco Bell, and I've really been trying to chase that dragon, so I'm actually going to go make my own Crunchwrap Supreme tonight.
David, that's wonderful. I'm really happy for you, but
you
I'm
were
looking
like,
at the
that
time.
is actually kind of interesting. Maybe because you were giving me more time than usual to...
Shush! I'm looking at the time, and it is time for the Chainsaw Minute.
I'm David, and this is your dose of Chainsaw Man. You can join us every Friday where we see what masterpiece Fujimoto put out.
I'm Jordan, and if you're looking for regular Shonen Flop goodness, you can find our next episode to hear our full thoughts on Return of the Yellow Dragon!
Exclamation point.
Featuring Sakaki of Weekly Shogakuken this Monday. Wait. It's Return of the Yellow Dragon?
I thought maybe... Fuck, did I screw it up? I think it's Appearance of the Yellow Dragon.
I was like, are we reading the sequel?
I do not know where I got that from.
Return of the Jedi over here. Wow, it got picked up again. Goddamn. Okay.
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's called Appearance of the Yellow Dragon.
You know, they were originally going to call it Revenge of the Yellow Dragon, but then they determined that yellow dragons don't really get revenge.
Yes, and then Hideo Kojima 20 years later made Yellow Dragon Revengeance.
Haha! Returnance.
Just a reminder, by the way, the Chainsaw Minute is moving to its own feed. This is actually going to be the last episode on the Shonen Flop feed.
Whoa!
You can find it at csm.libsyn.com or just look up the Chainsaw Minute wherever you get your podcast. It's been a lot of fun, but we want to let it be its own thing. But yeah, so anyway, these recordings are open to everyone, so listen in and chat along with us on the Shonen Flop Discord every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern when there's a new chapter out. Find a link to it in the show notes or on our site. Also, just a heads up, if you can't wait till Monday, on Patreon, we have already dropped the episode. Is my rough copy. Jordan's going to do the masterwork as it is. So you can check that out a few days early. And Jordan, what was your devil this week?
Well, David, my devil this week was the personal statement devil.
Oh my.
It is a continuing devil. I am attempting to apply to a college program at the Berklee Online College of Music, and I have to write a fucking personal statement. I'm real mad about it, David.
What's making you so mad about it, baby?
I don't like writing essays.
You know what? I can respect that. That's why I stopped writing cover letters.
Oh, fuck cover letters.
Here's some fan fiction why I want to work for you, right?
Yeah, let me just pretend for a second that I actually want to work at your company instead of I need to work at your company. How about that? Yeah. Fucking Christ. All right. So you already have my fucking resume.
I just send them a copy of my mortgage payment.
Huh. God.
I am surprised by the number of interviews I get. Oh, gosh.
All right, but let's see your devil.
Mine was the podcast devil. We've been chewing Shonen Flop for a while. We definitely making some big changes, but still, what more could we be doing? Just thinking about what shows we could be on, what guests, what panels, and it's just it's just hard to, to grow the show. But, Jordan, we're doing our best, right?
David, this was a really clever way to tell the listener, hey, please send me suggestions. That was a very intelligent way to do that. I would like to applaud you.
You have to have a very high IQ to listen to Shonen Flop.
Yes. If you're listening to Shonen Flop, you are very smart. And if you do not, well, I'm just saying, might not be as smart.
I wonder if anyone who only listens to the Chainsaw Minute. God, that would be crazy.
You know what? I stan you.
Yeah. But Jordan, enough about that. Let's hear the plot summary for...
Chapter 169!
Nice.
Hands and Adaptation! Denji and the gang finally make it to the sushi place. As he eats, he looks around and wonders if everyone here got hand jobs too. He feels extremely emotionally conflicted as Aza asks Fami if she could excuse herself from the table, since, she doesn't eat fish anyway, so, what's she gonna do here at the sushi place? Fami says something, but her mouth is full, and Brobani comments on how weird it is that Aza doesn't seem to give a shit that her fucking arm was cut off, Popcorn David.
Suddenly, Barium appears and says that devils, like animals, don't really care about that shit. Dennis gets angry and starts to attack him with chopsticks when Barium says that he'll take him to Nayuta. He tells Denji that public safety has surrounded the building and that they'll be dismembered if they leave. If Denji saves them, Barium will take him to see her. Denji asks what he needs to do and Barium tells him to eat some egg sushi.
You know, David, it just occurred to me, egg sushi is a sushi that Asa could eat because there's no fish in it.
Ah, whoa, that's Kino.
Yeah, there we go.
We just have what was the Kino moment this week?
Maybe she's decided that she isn't going to eat any chicken products anymore after Clucky.
Oh, so sad.
R.I.P. Clucky.
I just remember, though, there was like a Tumblr post where it was like they're vegan and they're like, it was a picture of like a cow on cheese. And they're like, how so ironic they post a picture of a cow and how many have died to make this cheese. And people are like, usually 0. In the grand scheme, a lot of cows die to make the cheese, but that's just more an issue of capitalism than cheese.
Yeah, the cow doesn't have to die for the cheese. It's for other reasons. But no, I mean, it's like when people get mad that like sheep get sheared and it's like, dude, I'm sorry, but we have genetically engineered these sheep to have to get sheared. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but anyway, Jordan, why was this week's chapter a 10 out of 10?
It's really just a great come down chapter.
God damn it. Yeah, at first I was like, oh, there's no sexual joke in this title. And then I realized what the word hand is doing in that title.
Yeah. Hands and adaption. Is it adaption?
I don't know.
Because I know David constantly mispronounces the word adaptation.
I sure do. You're welcome, audience.
Let me double check that. Hold on. Yes, it's true, listeners. David has once again misinterpreted the word adaptation for adaption. This chapter is titled Hands and Adaptation. Great job, David.
Every fucking time. I love it. You love to see it. Thanks for checking. So that's why this week's chapter is a 10.
Wait a minute. Adaption isn't actually a word.
Fuck off. So anyway, this chapter had the number 69 in it, which makes it funny.
Yes, that's true.
I feel like you should just do an title read right now in the middle of the conversation.
Okay. Chapter 169, Hands and Adaptation. Anyway,
yeah, right now it's the same expression when Dennis is just looking at the camera. I feel Chainsaw Man is the only manga I read that has a camera in it.
I haven't seen Dennis this mad in like the entirety of the series.
Yeah, I just got this pages though where he's like, does everyone else get hand jobs?
Oh man, gotta say, like, I feel poor Dennis.
Right?
Poor Dennis. He's like, God, he's got so many conflicting emotions, so many things running in there. He's like, I don't know how to feel about this. I feel so conflicted, and my man, I'm sorry. You just need a hug, dude. I'm sorry.
Dennis always needs a hug.
He does.
I was trying to think of a name because I feel like Scooby Gang is overdone, so I asked ChatGPT and they suggested Dennis Diamonds. And that's what I'm going to go with. There's no word for the word like grouping of something that starts with the letter D. But Denji is a star.
God.
Also, in that panel where Denji is facing the camera...
David turning to AI to figure out these questions. Oh my God, David.
I was just using it as a fancy thesaurus.
That's fine. Dennis Diamonds.
Yeah, the Dennis Diamonds. That's what I'm calling them.
That sounds like a 1950s musician. Like, come see Dennis Diamonds and the Blue Caps or something.
Dennis Diamonds and the Loser Squad, as was said.
Dennis and his diamonds.
Just in the Loser Squad, as Diego says. But yeah, I also feel like Fujimoto definitely didn't draw the background in that scene because the characters kind of look like they're just pasted onto that background. It just looks really weird.
Yeah, he's been taking some shortcuts, I have noticed.
Yeah.
Like the chairs are 3D models.
He just needs to go all in on being bi-weekly. Even though this actually, he spent 2 weeks on this chapter, so I don't know.
He did lose his one assistant who does Don to Don. He lost him like a while ago, but
it was worth it.
It was worth it to get Don to Don, but it is like, I don't know, maybe...
Can't wait for the anime.
Yeah, he lost the guy who does Don to Don, and he lost the guy who does Hell's Paradise.
And the guy who does Spy Family.
Yeah.
So anyway, though, I'm also very disappointed. It's cool that Barium showed up, but I was really think that would have been hilarious if Barium had been in that group shot on the first page. Just like in the corner. I double checked and I didn't see him. Because that's like the fun little detail, that's nice.
I did really like Fami like trying to spit out her food to answer Aza.
God, Fami is such a great girl failure.
Fami fucking rules.
Well, Fami's goblin mode. Sorry, she's not girl failure. She's goblin mode.
Yeah, she is not failing. She is succeeding.
The fucking spaghetti scene. Just pure Kino.
Never forget, she just walks into Aza's house and she's like, "Can I eat your food?" Just absolute queen. We stan.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, and then did you have any thoughts on this chapter?
I liked it.
I thought it was a fun one.
Yeah, it's cool to see Denji get real mad.
He was just ready to kill Barum.
He's ready to kill him. The close-up panel on his eyes were, like, genuinely, like, terrifying. Like,
Yeah,
I've never seen him this angry.
he was big Angie.
Big Angie. And you know what? I understand why, you know?
He's a good father. His daughter's been taken from him.
He is.
I also love how normally Dennis is forced to eat really gross things, like suck on the tentacle or eat a cigarette, and Barum is just like, "Hey, can you eat this totally normal food for me?" And it's just like such a contrast to every other time Denji has been in this situation.
That's a good point. I hadn't put that together. Yeah.
Oh, what if it had been normal sushi and they just had a shot of Asa just being like, "Denji, don't do it. It's so gross. Don't eat that salmon sushi."
Ew, Denji, ew.
I mean, that's me. I hate fish, but
Yeah. I wonder how egg sushi is.
I don't know. You can go eat it at any time if you get sushi. It's very common.
It is?
I thought it's common. I mean, in Japan, it definitely is.
I don't think I've seen it.
I don't know. I don't eat sushi normally, but I've definitely seen places that sell it.
Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind.
Well, actually.
Actually.
This was just a fun chapter. Well then, Jordan.
Yeah.
And on top of that, Jordan, it's a lot of fun recording the Chainsaw Minute with you. I want to say thank you so much for all of your hard work on the show, being such a great co-host.
Thank you for your work on the show as well, David, and thank you for being a wonderful co-host and for being so thick.
Yep. You can find us on Twitter at ShonenFlopcast, Tumblr Shonen-Flop, our website shonenflop.com. We're also on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, wherever else you get your podcast. And just remember, we are leaving the Shonen Flop feed. It is now on the Chainsaw Minute, but you can still get it wherever you get your podcast. Props to Shannon for the awesome cover art. Find her online at Illuminati. Reminder, you can join us recording every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern when there's a new chapter out. Find a link in the show notes or on our site, shonenflop.com. Stay tuned for Monday as we give our full thoughts on the appearance of the Yellow Dragon, featuring Sakaki from Weekly Shakugan.
Oh, yes.
So, Jordan, though, I was thinking about what Chainsaw Man character would most like a Crunchwrap Supreme, and it's actually one of the most popular foods in Russia. And as such, I think when Rize comes
David,
to
look
life...
at the clock, and it looks like the Chainsaw Minute is passed!
Bye.
Bye.